here's the thing that most people don't understand. Your dream chose you as much as you chose it. It's waiting for you. It wants you as much as you want it. The reason why you haven't been able to stay consistent or achieve anything that you've been trying to achieve all this time is because of your intention. You still haven't defined your intention, or you are a bit shy, or think, "Hore, if you go about this intention, or if you admit it rather, for lack of better words, if you admit it, then there's something wrong." And that's what I want to speak about today, which is like intention. Your intention has to be clear. It has to be defined when you want to do something. For example, take me. The reason why I started this channel and speaking about the stuff that I'm speaking about, I said I want to make $1 million. It's not just $1 million. It's multiple millions of dollars, not rands, dollars. You see what I'm saying? And that is my intention. It is to become rich, wealthy, whatever you want to call it. I want it all. I want it all, and I'm going to have it all. And that is the intention, to become rich, to have all this money, not for the sake of vanity-filled reasons or whatnot, but there are some contributions that I want to, be a part of. So the thing about most people is that they don't have a clear intention when it comes to literally anything. For example, gym. People will go to gym, but what is the goal? Do you want to lose weight, or do you want to bulk up? Something like that. So that's the thing I want to talk about when it comes to like our intentions. Our intentions has to be clear. And now when it comes to the topic of money, it gets really sensitive, because growing up we have this mentality that you're not supposed to want a lot of money, because we've all heard that thing where people say, "I don't want to become rich, I just want to have enough to survive." But living on survival mode isn't what life is meant to be, and that's the thing that people don't understand. It all also goes down to the stuff that we were taught growing up, and this religion comes into play, or like surroundings and all that other stuff. But then it's that whole thing. You are living in an idea, but that idea is not originally your idea. It's an idea of another person's mind. It's like you were indoctrinated, and as a child you absorb these things. And the best thing to describe that is actually in this book right here, right? Atomic Habits. Go read this. So what it says here, what this book says is that the culture we live in determines which behaviors are attractive to us. We tend to adopt habits that are praised and approved by our culture because you have a strong desire to fit in and belong to the tribe. We tend to imitate the habits of 3 social groups: people that are close to us, families and friends, the many, which is the tribe, and the powerful, and that is people with prestige and status. So I'm gonna attribute this to, when I say the powerful, I'm gonna speak about like church for a while. For most of us, especially if you're black, we were taught that like love of money is the root of all evil. Rather, like, actually not even the love of money, because it says the love of money in the Bible, but then it has been mistranslated throughout like preachings and teachings and all that stuff. They say that money itself is the root of all evil. So I grew up having the same belief, but not knowing why I believe that. But then, and that's what like disrupted my intention, right? It disturbed it in a way that I've always wanted to become rich, but I was always scared to admit, because of growing up I was taught that no, when you love money, that means you are evil. All rich people are evil. That whole belief. So that makes us shy to actually be bold in our intention. Like, I want to become rich. I want to become rich. I want to become rich to a point where I don't even think about money. Where become rich to a point where I tell people that money is not everything. And then I'm actually at that point now where I can actually realize that money is not everything, because of I've been through some things that have showed me that you need money to solve money problems. You need money to solve money problems. Money is not going to solve all your problems. Hence money is not everything. But money does make problems a little bit better. That's one thing I can tell you. That's one thing that I've personally experienced. Where back in university, I remember there was a time I didn't have any funding for like a good 6 months. And I thought I was depressed, or I thought I had a lot of anxiety. But the reality is that I was just broke. I was just broke to a point where, bro, I disappeared. Disappeared not because, I put out the narrative that no, I'm studying, I'm studious. I was not even studying at that time. I was not even going to class because I was ashamed that people would see that I'm broke. But the truth is, I was suffering from something called the spotlight effect, right? Everyone is so focused on their own problems that they don't even care or even notice that you are going through something. But because of we think that someone is always staring at us, that's what basically makes the whole idea of the spotlight effect. So I put out this narrative that no, I'm gonna focus on my studies, and that was literally the year I was planning on dropping out because of what the hell is this? Why am I going through this? Why do I have so much anxiety? But yeah, I thought I was depressed, I thought I had anxiety and all that stuff, but I was just broke. And I knew that if I could get just this piece of change, I didn't even want millions at that time. I just wanted to have some funding. So I could be outside like other kids. And I didn't get any funding. And then I ended up leaving school. And then I didn't leave school solely because of the funding, but I left school because of the lack of purpose that I felt. I felt so purposeless. I had so much freedom, but when there's freedom that comes with the lack of purpose, that freedom doesn't matter. And then I started doing what I'm doing now, which is, e-commerce. It started with drop shipping and then eventually translated into e-commerce. And then, yes, in the first year, 2023, I wasn't getting any money. Like, I was putting that stuff into ads, nothing coming back. Because of, in my previous video, I said I was bad at it, not because of I was bad at it, but there's a person swimming in the background there. Anyway, the reason I wasn't getting money at e-commerce at that time is because of I was generally not good. I was starting, but I gave myself that grace to I'm not going to give up until I start seeing results. And I did start seeing results. And in my very first video, I mentioned how I made like 10 times more money at the job that I had. 10 times more money with this thing that I'm doing than what I was making at the job that I had in 2 weeks. And that's when I quit my job. I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm no longer doing this thing anymore. I'm gonna go fully in. I went fully in the day I decided to I'm no longer going back to school. And I had mentioned that no one knew this. So at the time, unconsciously, I knew what my intention was, and it was to become rich. But only then I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna actually be bold in my intention. I don't care what people say that about money this, money that, because I truly believe that I know I'm not evil. I know I'm not a bad person, and I know I'm not going to hell, quote unquote, for loving money, because of surely there is some good people in the world that are rich as well. Not all rich people can be evil, bro. So I was bold with my intention, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to be rich no matter what. And I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know why I want to be rich. And that is the thing, my why, my intention, my everything. And that's what you need to focus on. You need to know what your intention is. You must clarify your intention. You must be bold in your intention. You must believe that no matter what happens, that you're going to do it. You are going to make it. Believe in the inevitability of your success. Become that person with the right intention. And I'm not saying go fuck anybody over and, go rob a bank or go scam people. No. Provide value. That's how you're going to become rich. But have that intention first. Do you want to help people? And you helping people automatically, bro, it's gonna help. Act with purpose. Be intentional. Find your why. Do something long enough until it grows into a passion. And then I promise you, everything else takes care of itself. I need to get a haircut. Find your why. Find your why, clarify your intention, and then everything else will be okay. My intention is my intention alone. I might share the same intention with a lot of people. Yes, a lot of people want to become rich, and that is the reality. But also a lot of people are not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to go through that shit phase just long enough until they get to where it's sunny and what. Like, people don't want to sit in the rain like this and shoot a video. It's not even cold. I don't even know why I brought out this blanket, but I don't know. I guess I look cool. But especially to my niggas that are grinding, they cannot fathom that what they're doing is so great because the average person cannot stomach it. They cannot go through this. People give up easily, and not because of they're not good, but part of the reason is that they don't have a clear intention as to why they're doing what they want to do. So you ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to help people? Why do you want to become rich? I know why I want to do it. So just for yourself, whatever it is that you want to achieve, what is the intention? What is your intention? Why do you want to do it? I promise you, once you clarify that and then be bold in it, stand in it, and doesn't matter what people say, they try to discourage you on it, people try to, maybe shift your perspective on some, no man, don't go for this, rather go for this instead. Or, there's always going to be doubt. But if there's doubt, that's when you know. Like I said, disruption follows intention. When there's doubt, that's when you know, oh, okay, then I have to do this. Not because of you have to prove those people wrong, but because you have to prove it to yourself that you can do it. I hope you heard that right. Fuck what everyone says. Just surround yourself with people that believe in you, people who support you, like-minded people who can actually contribute to the success, not drive you away from it. And make sure you never give up. Be obsessed with your intention, be obsessed with your dream, and I promise you, nothing is gonna stop it. There might be some trips along the way, there might be some... Bro, like I said, there's not only one way to your desired reality. There's an unlimited amount of paths. Just because of this road is blocked, dude, take a detour. But at the end of the day, all roads lead to that thing that you want. Because here's the thing that most people don't understand. Your dream chose you as much as you chose it. It's waiting for you. It wants you as much as you want it. Just think about that, and I promise you, you'll have a better understanding. You'll have a more clear path. You'll have more faith. You'll have more energy to do the work because you would have been becoming the person who is meant to do the thing.